Here in the losers match, and oops, sorry, I forgot to follow the music. There we go. Sadly, one of these two is about to be eliminated from the tournament. We'll see how this goes. In the bottom right, it's gonna be the yellow Terran player, Inzane.
The top left has the red Protoss, Jade.
So I'm a little curious just how long ago Inzane left Carnage. I feel so out of the loop with some of these European players. A little bit sad to see. Just because we've been doing like less Go for StarCrafts lately, more like you see the Void / Korean, I guess, casting.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Oh, just the Europeans that we see are the same ones, you know, like in the Alima League and the Lycan League. So
Yeah,
Bly.
the Blys and the Nurchios. It's that European,
Yeah.
but the QXEs.
Sure. I was not surprised to see Coda as the first map again. I don't know. I guess these guys like
Is
Coda.
anybody really? I mean, Villa's
I
the
always
only
thought
one who
Echo
like.
is going to be the default map, not Coda.
I actually see Coda over Echo for everything except like maybe Protoss. But I don't know. Like at least I'll give it this much. Like these maps have some interesting value to them that just that little something that Overgrowth didn't. I don't know what it is, but
A shorter lifespan.
yeah, I guess maybe I just dislike Coda not because or maybe I dislike Overgrowth not because it was a bad map. It's just around too long. It's like that friend that won't leave. You're like giving him hints like, so we're gonna turn in. He's like, all right, cool. I'm like, well, you gonna go? It's like, well, I'm watching the show. Yeah, but I'm gonna go to bed. So cool. Have a good night.
I think Overgrowth also had the problem of just being very, like, if you're gonna make a very standard map, it's gonna be one that is horizontal, base on top, base on bottom. You
3
expand
lanes.
horizontal, yeah, 3 lanes. Like it was probably the basic one. Like even Daybreak, which is around for a very, very long time, and people thought was the epitome of like a basic map. Even that had more interesting design.
This map literally has 3 lanes on it. One through the middle, one through the top, one through the bottom, dude. All we do is jungle. Boom, it's
What?
Dota.
Oh. Well, of course, we don't talk about that. Inzane did not look very good last time we saw him on Coda versus Protoss. He just does not like the matchup, apparently. And I think Jade's going to be fine with that. He's not going to have to throw out any tricks to beat this Terran. He's going to play defensively with good macro and good decision making. Because Inzane really didn't do anything special. He just didn't get what he wanted from it. And the Protoss player didn't do anything special. He just got everything what he wanted from it. Everything that he wanted from defensive macro play. Why is his mothership core late? Where's his... Oh, because he's got a stalker first. You know? Yeah? Yeah? I think so. That's weird.
Yeah.
Is there a zealot?
Yeah.
No, that's
No.
a probe. Okay. Well, usually you just like, even like when I play Terran, right? Like I always see the mothership core first and then the stalker. Unless they're attacking you with a zealot, stalker, mothership core combo. But if that was the case, he'd be panicking back at home right now. I don't know where that probe just sat there. It could have tasered the guy building a SCV. Oh well. Dies now.
Does it really die though per se? I mean, I think probes are robots, and was it ever alive?
Does
in the
this
first
unit
place?
have a soul?
Oh, don't do that to me right now, Legion.
Yeah, you regret everything, don't you?
Man, seriously, big recommendations. If you guys never played Mass Effect, that gives us a good story.
There was like a thread today where someone posted something kind of sad in a funny thread, and I was like, I came here to laugh, not to feel.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Actually, have you heard about this whole riot revolt thing on Imgur today?
No.
This is kind of crazy, actually. So, Imgur, for those who don't know, it's like the image sharing website. You know, you've been linked something on that website a million times before. I guess what they did, and I don't fully understand this, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. But from what I understand from what I read this morning, is they changed it so there's more harsh restrictions on posting not safe for work comments. So you can't like, if let's say there's a picture of a pretty girl, right? It's nothing lewd, but someone replies with like a gif of someone jerking off, that's banned now. That's not even cool. That's not even okay to do. And like you shouldn't be doing that in the first place, let's be honest. But people were, and I guess they said no, we're not going to allow that anymore. Just all not safe for work content is banned from comments. So in turn, people have just been posting porn and uploading it to the front page as protest. So I went to Imgur this morning, and I'm like, oh, there's quite a few naked ladies. What's going on here? This never happens.
I guess it's a. I don't really care if you can't do that for comments anymore. But I guess it's like you could post the gifs that are unsafe for work, but you can't reply in a not safe for work way.
I think everyone's just upset that it's a giant change to the way the site's operated, right?
I
It'd be
guess,
like if we just one day said, you know what, Partoofs are no longer available.
Oh God, no! Oh dear.
It doesn't matter that it's not the same topic. It's just the drastic change that people won't like.
It's just that, but I'm asking, like, you can still post not safe for work content as a GIF on their website.
Like, you can upload the image, yeah, but they're saying like you're not supposed to do
but you're not supposed to comment.
So that's why everyone. Well, I think they're banning everybody now, anyways. Like, there's crazy things about everyone getting banned right now because of these posts. But
so weird.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy to think like that would happen. I guess.
Yeah, that's not a way to do it. Well, okay, now I know. The more I know. Oh, he opened up with a Phoenix specifically to counter this drop.
I just went to Imgur to check, and yeah, there's like a boobies right there. Okay, so he does pick up the Widow Mine, but he also keeps the medevac alive. Well, it's gonna die though. The Phoenix gonna chase it, but still, if he gotten this medevac alive, this wouldn't be such a bad loss. But poor Inzane, who just I don't know, kind of threw everything away last time he played versus Protoss, is gonna be giving everything away yet again.
Yeah, the second drop lined up when you know they went Phoenix is also quite bold. I feel like you're just gonna lose it and it's not gonna work out. The Oracle, I thought it went across the map. It didn't. Maybe not. Maybe it just came home when it noticed that the Widowmine drop occurred. But it's here with the Phoenix now.
Blimp?
Detecting. Yes, it is a blimp.
That should be a Terran detector unit. That would make sense too. It's got spotlights on it and stuff.
Sure.
You're looking for the escaped criminals, the stealth units, whatever. We'll see if this one can get some good shots. So far, so good.
Oh God. Ooh. I feel like this is taking forever. Like if the Oracle was just in Oracle mode, it would be killing so many more SCVs than the Phoenixes are.
So I agree with that because.
Hey.
He's not paying attention. I was gonna say the reason I really agree with that is Phoenixes can take a hit from the Widowmine, Oracles cannot. So let's say there is a Widowmine protecting that mineral line burrowed even underneath the satellite dish like it was, right? Wait, that must have just been put there. My point is that the Phoenix could take the hit and the Oracle could then go ham on the mineral line. It seems a little bit silly that he used it for detection to kill the Widowmines instead.
Yeah. Well, that's over and done with, and I think the Widowmine did get a couple of probes. Yeah, it got 6.
6 in total, yeah.
Which it really shouldn't have gotten anything. It should have been an instantly killed medevac, just that the timing was there on Inzane's side. So I'm sure he's feeling nice that luck is helping him out a little bit in this series anyways. Of course, it's the loser series, and he already lost in a pretty basic way to another Protoss. Like, it wasn't any shenanigans or anything. It just he did not look comfortable in this matchup. So it starts off okay. But there's a lot more Phoenixes on the way, and it's going to be Phoenix Colossus, which unless you can stop before it gets to High Templars, most Terrans can't beat it. I'm gonna say it now. Like, most Terrans have a lot of trouble dealing with the endgame Phoenix Colossus.
Yeah. It's just, for whatever reason, Phoenix are too good for Vikings to deal with, and they deal enough damage that Vikings can't ignore them either. It really sucks, because, again, we talked earlier about Terran players having somewhat limited builds they can do, and one of the, pretty much all of them revolve around Marines, Marauders, and then maybe Vikings, like, with an asterisk. And if you go for the Vikings, unfortunately, they do tend to get shut down. Phoenix is funny enough, they do get shut down pretty easily by Thors, thank God for that bonus damage versus light, but nobody thinks about that at all. Everyone's busy focused on trying to get through the, I guess the regular steps you would take.
Well, most pro gamers say that it's just a mass amount of Vikings to take care of Phoenix Colossus.
Couple good Widowmine shots as well.
Yeah, no observer with the army.
No, I mean, like, just in general, if you get those Phoenix coming in, you're like, boop, Widowmines, nailed it.
Yeah. There's an observer. It like looked like a Colossus' head. It was hidden. But this is going to be, I think he's just securing this third base opposed to the one off to the right.
Someone called backup.
That looks like an unnecessary warp unless you realize that Jade's trying to attack, but his units are all over the place.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Rip.
Oh god. Oh dear. That's right. Well, they don't catch it before it unloads, and the Colossus leaves anyways, so it's a little awkward.
He almost gets one of the Phoenix, which is a little sad.
Of course, if you go for Phoenix, then they're supposed to fill the role that Blink usually would. So the Stalkers weren't that fantastic. But Jade still has not thrown down the third base. Is he just attacking with +1? He stopped building probes, but that's, he's at 51, so he wouldn't have to start building them again anyways until the Nexus was down. Again, going forward without Blink on these Stalkers means that you just lose a couple to the bio.
Decent force fields too, can catch a couple of the Marines like that. There are enough Marines that the Phoenix can't necessarily just swoop in here. It also means that Zane can't pick up and leave either.
Yeah, so yeah. It loses one, and honestly, they'll probably get the other 2 medevacs they tried. But in Jade, I don't know what he's really doing. Like he wants to attack apparently, but he takes like 3 minutes to do so. Gives Inzane a lot of time to run around and get bunkers back at home.
I can kind of feel the indecisiveness out of Jade though, because like he really doesn't want to throw away this crazy lead. I kind of feel like it's a case of the, and he's gonna hate that I've said this, the Desros. Someone who can get really ahead, or not really ahead, but get like a really nice composition, get a good army, but then play the slow game to follow it up rather than killing blow.
Yeah, because he's not an elite yet, no, but he does have a really good composition. And the Viking production seemed to start a little bit late. Now they're coming out 4 at a time. The Phoenix count has been culled a little just through all of the attacks that he had to deal with. Phoenix there, Phoenix there. So this isn't nearly as unbeatable as I think if Jade had just expanded 3 minutes ago and is on his way to Storm. I think then the Terran just runs out of hope. Oh, but he takes the fight with the bunkers.
Brings you to zone out the Phoenix. Fake one goes down. Hallucinating Colossus in the mix too. This is kind of working for Jade though. I mean, he's just doing a lot of damage. Yeah, he keeps backing up the Colossus. The last couple of Marauders are going to go down.
Remember though that there's no Blink on these Stalkers, so the Vikings, they seem kind of good position that they did finally take out the Phoenixes. The Phoenixes honestly weren't doing a whole lot. They were just soaking up the damage from the Vikings, which is their main job, I suppose. But they weren't really lifting anyways, and now all of them are dead. It's still a very delicate position for both parties here. SCVs were used, but he's still at 46. Like, that's perfectly fine to Jade's 50.
Oh, he's going to try sword to keep that command center alive. And I think he will just barely do it. Bunker's going to be a little bit too scary to push into. There are 4 of them.
Jade's going to be accompanied by another Colossus, for a total of 3. But Inzane's upgrades by the finish, he's going to have 2-2. His Viking count quickly got out of control. Because the 4 Vikings at a time did start a minute ago. This was with 9, which is pretty nice for 3 Colossus, especially if you can avoid the Stalkers, which again, do not have Blink. I don't think Jade can push into this.
Even without Blink, he's taking pretty good shots on the Vikings.
Oh, nice force field. Let's get a lot of those Marauders running away. They take quite a few shots, though.
Colossus does go down. I mean, through all of these endeavors, all he's really does is break in 1 bunker. He shut down the 3rd mining base, which is kind of nice, but I mean, SCV's ran, command center lives.
He's going to try and break through with just gateway units. Remember that the 2-2 upgrades are done for Inzane, so his bio army, which is already supposed to be better than gateway units, is really a lot better.
I mean, if this was charged with a lot of zealots, I got so much more faith in this working. But it's not. It's really Stalker heavy.
I guess all in all, I don't like the way that Jade played this game. Either the attack happens 3 minutes sooner, and he has an amazing push with Phoenix Colossus, and that's fantastic, or he just macros.
I kind of think he got a really nice push off of the 30. He should have just disengaged. IMO.
Yeah,
built up his army to be bigger and better.
It would have been hard with those upgrades, but maybe it would have been better. I mean, just push in with gateway units, you're probably going to lose. So, Zane does take the map off the Protoss.
Yeah, game.